Yo, what up, everybody? It's Casper. Expendables 3. Let's get it. Expendables 3 is a 2014 movie. It's rated PG-13, 2 hours and 6 minutes. Directed by Patrick Hughes. Expendables 3, the movie is about Barney and his whole team. And in this battle, they end up confronting the ex-co-founder of the Expendables. He's a boss in his world. Comes to find out that he is actually trying to wipe out Barney and the whole team. So that's what the movie's about. Out of nowhere is Mel Gibson. So Stone Banks is the ex-co-founder of the Expendables. I just couldn't believe that this movie was a rated PG-13. You're gonna get the Expendables action, you're gonna get all that, you're gonna see the explosions, you're gonna see the cool hits. One thing about it is I feel like nothing overdid the second one. With this experience right here, it was just more of like, it was just to continue this, maybe kind of end the Expendables. But since Expendables 4 is gonna be coming out very soon, I feel like the fourth one is how they really wanted to end it. So Expendables 3 is more of like they ended it the wrong way. You have a lot of cool actors in this movie. Storyline is okay, it makes sense, it fits for that whole style. But overall, I feel like Expendables 3, especially it being rated PG-13, it was very limited. The focus was the action scenes. There was nothing too much that I was like, wow, that stood out or that's something different. All the actors in here, you're more comfortable on who they are from the other two movies. So the lines provided were okay, fit for what it was. Seeing how you didn't know that the Expendables was co-owned by Mel Gibson's character, Stone Banks. You know, that was very interesting to know that. But like I said, there were just nothing that stood out too much. But I like how the storyline still fit this whole Expendables crew. Since 1 and 2 was so great, these actors would put here on some hype stuff. I feel like the second one with Chuck Norris, everyone knew what the mission was and what they were gonna do with Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's presentation on the screen in the second one was so on point, and you could see that it elevated that whole movie. In this one here, you got great actors. They do good with their lines, great presentation, but it was one of those things that I feel like they were just holding back by something, you know, just happy to be there, part of the Expendables, you know, movie storyline. There were some shockers in this movie, like Ronda Rousey and fighting WWE MMA fighter or something like that. But all I know, she's like a badass, like she has that badass look. I guess it fit for her being in this character role in this movie. She played the character Luna, and here she was wearing, like, she had more of a girly look, a club scene where she's like dressed up and then she goes all in, starts showing her fighting skills, and it fit. But it was very different to see her in like a dress and in heels. But shout out for her for pulling off that look. It was different. Didn't expect that at all. The new squad, I would say, presented really well, but it wasn't a new squad where I was like, oh, I hope they do something else with them. That's why I feel like the fourth one is gonna come out and probably do the Pass the Torch type of movie. But this one, if they were trying that, that's why I feel like it was too off, because maybe they were trying to mix that with, you know, still trying to bring the OG squad up while showing and introducing this new cast. The new cast, every actor was cool. They brought cool people and brought people that presented that look and that vibe. There wasn't really like somebody was like, oh, that's a standout. For me, the OGs of the Expendables are the standouts. I appreciated just seeing the OGs in the movie. Crazy that PG-13, very limited on, I feel like, the action scenes. What I mean by limited is nothing like, let's show this new angle. It was nothing like that. That's why I feel like nothing really too creative. It was just, this is what you're gonna get with the Expendables. Seeing Mel Gibson in here, interesting to see in his acting role, because I haven't seen too many, or I haven't even seen, I can't even recall a movie on top of my head that I've seen from Mel Gibson. He knows how to portray a good evil villain. Mel Gibson has a cool presence on screen, and I'll say, like, he did a good job. Casting did a good job on bringing him on board. That's where I felt like the storyline was pretty cool when Mel Gibson was more involved. Cool lines with him. His fighting scenes were okay. Everybody who they were trying to add, I'll say presentation was good, costume design was good, bringing the guns and showing all that was emphasized, and locations was emphasized as well. I think Expendables, just that whole franchise, has to be rated R to fulfill an A+ type of movie. If you're going PG-13, there's gonna be stuff that we might not like. The acting on Stallone was okay, but it wasn't a standout. Jason Statham from the first two movies were my standouts. Jason Statham holding it down in every movie pretty much. Did like Antonio Banderas' character. I could see him being annoying at times, but for me, I thought that was funny. But like the humor of Antonio Banderas' character, he plays the character Gago, felt like it was needed. did kept it flowing. Harrison Ford, it just looked like a forced look. I mean, the acting was cool, but it just felt like a forced position, seeing him out of nowhere. Terry Crews in this movie, he had a little bit more lines. Cool to see him back in this movie and back with the squad. Let's see how Expendables 4 goes out. I hope it's really good. I can't wait to watch it. That's gonna be hopefully one of those movies I see when it comes out right away. But it was cool to catch up on the Expendables franchise. I'll say out of the three, the second one was definitely the best one. Second, first, and then third. That's my order of the Expendables. After seeing Expendables 3 out of 10, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. So that's my movie review for the movie Expendables 3. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.